Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just starting out with priming my eyes for eyeshadow with the MAC concealer, the Prolong Wear. I forgot what shade this is. This might be NC25. Anyway, I'm just placing that on both my eyelids and then I will set it with my translucent powder, which this concealer by itself is actually supposed to be designed to be crease proof, but I still of course set my lids because powder shadows just blend better on top. So I'm doing that. So to start off with my transition color, I'm just taking this beautiful brown shade from the Morphe 35N palette and the M433 brush, which is of course my favorite crease brush. And I'm just doing that windshield wiper motion, circular motions, all in the transition area, which is the area between where your eyelid starts and your brow bone is basically what the transition area is. So once I'm done with the brown shade, I'm going to take this pink shade that I'm pointing to, and I'm placing that just directly under where I place the brown in my transition area, so just to add a nice gradient from brown to a pink, just so I can have some kind of definition in my crease, because I am going in with a beautiful cream eyeshadow after I do this cut crease with concealer. So you can see right there where I stopped, I kind of like looked up to see where my lid would hit at the top of my eye, if that makes sense, and just so I can cut the crease correctly, and so I'm not going too high and it makes it look weird or anything. So I'm just doing for what fits my personal eye shape and what looks best to me, and I actually really liked how it turned out. So I'm just using the matte concealer to do this as well, just a little bit, and I'm taking this beautiful Revlon Photo Ready eye art pen, whatever it's called. This is the shade Peach Prism. It's gorgeous. It is a peachy kind of copper looking shade. It's gorgeous. So I'm just placing that right where I cut the crease, all in that space that was blank. So I'm just doing that, and I noticed that on the one eye I'm doing now that I ended up adding a little too much, and like I didn't wear this makeup for too long, to be honest, but it did kind of crack a little at the corner of my eyes. So I think just a little bit goes a long way, because you don't want to add too much and pile it up. So just a tip if you're going to use these. So next I'm just taking a little bit of makeup remover on a Q-tip just to clean up the edges of my eye so it looks seamless, and so I can start doing my winged liner. So I'm using the Maybelline Blackest Black gel liner, which is the best gel liner ever, and the Sonia Kashuk number 27 brush, which is my holy grail eyeliner brush now. I heard about it through Lusterlux Katie, if you know who she is. She's a big YouTuber and I love her to death. So I did buy it because of her, and it is totally awesome. I love it. It really helps making just wing liner easier. So I went back in with my brown shade that I used mixed with a little bit of the pink just in my crease before as a transition, and so I added it back just to add a little more definition to it. And then I used the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray just to freshen up my face and kind of prime it as well. And I know it looks like I'm adding a lot of foundation, because I totally am. I mixed two of the shades for the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I really love the combo and just the coverage that it has. This foundation is only $4.99, $5.99, and I got it at Walgreens, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it, and I just really recommend it. It's pretty good for oily skin. I definitely still bake and set and use concealer and all that, but it's a really awesome foundation. And as you see, I use the brush on everything, and then I go back over it with my beauty sponge, this is the Morphe Flawless Beauty Sponge, and I just go over it just to get rid of just brush strokes that may have been left, or just to make it look a lot more seamless and polished. And I just went ahead and used the sponge on my forehead just because I had it in my hand, so that's what I did. And then I do add the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutralizer, and I really love this. It's really good. I'm glad that I picked this up too, because everyone always raved about it, but I never actually tried this one. But yeah, it's pretty good. It has really awesome coverage, especially for drugstore and everything, but Maybelline always kills it. I love Maybelline. So I'm just using my sponge to blend that out, and just a tip that if you're applying just concealer and foundation with a beauty sponge, just tapping more lightly on your skin just adds more coverage. So if you do want more coverage, just make sure you pounce lightly. So I'm just baking and setting my under eyes and baking the edges of my nose and setting the rest of my face. Now I'm using my big fluffy bronzer brush, the Morphe E41, and I'm using the NYC Sunny Bronzer, which is also a really good drugstore item that you can get from like Target. Pretty sure it's like $2 or $3, but it's really good. I don't suggest it for really light skin tones because it does have more of an orange terracotta look to it, but I really like how it looks on mine. And then after I bronzed up my face, I went back in with the Bobbi Brown Golden Light 1 and I just contoured with this. It is a bronzer, but I mean, contour, bronzer, it's all the same to me, and I'm just using that to contour my face and just add a little more definition to my cheeks. Now I'm taking a lot of translucent powder, and on this flat M459 brush from Morphe, I'm just going to bake, or cook is another term that you can use for it, my cheekbones and my contour to make sure that it is bulletproof and it doesn't go anywhere. This technique is really awesome for oily skin, like people like me, because it makes sure that your makeup doesn't just slide all over your face all day and just you don't turn into an oil slick at the end of the day. So it works really well for me, and I really like this technique. So now I'm just using my Milani little eyeshadow Bella Cafe that I always use to contour my nose. And this little, I don't even know what brush this is, but I'm just using that to contour my nose. And honestly, I really like how it turned out in this video. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if I'm even doing it right. I just started doing this with my nose and my makeup, just adding this step into it. And I really like how it's been turning out lately. It's pretty nice. So once you've snatched your nose, I could not decide which blushes I wanted to use from this 9in palette from Morphe, but I decided with the two that I pointed at. I mixed them together and I added it, and I really like how the blush looked with this look. I mean, I think it really complemented it nicely, and it just kind of pulled everything together, especially after I put the highlight on it. I really like this look. So next I'm just using a clean brush and I'm just wiping away all the extra powder that I had on my face to reveal your smooth canvas. And then I'm just taking the two shades, the brown and the pink that I used in my transition area before, and I'm just running those under my lash line just to add a little dimension. And then I will go ahead and add some black eyeliner to my waterline and tight line. And then afterwards I add my mascara, because I already have my falsies on, so I add my mascara to the bottom lashes, which is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which is a really awesome mascara. Always have to make those super cute mascara faces because nobody looks good while putting on mascara. So for the fun part, I'm taking the glitter side of the Revlon Photo Eye Art pen thing, and I'm just putting that into my inner corners and up onto like about halfway on my lid, and then I will add it to my inner corners and just right around in the tear duct, kind of in a C shape, because I want to go right under, as you can see, of my tear duct and my lashes. So just right there, just to add a little inner corner highlight as well, and just to have some fun with the glitter. So now I'm mixing these two shades from the ABH and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'm just putting them on my cheekbones and in the C shape, like right up around on top of my eyebrow and just sides of my face and my cheekbone and my nose and my chin, just everywhere, because you can never glow enough, and this glow kit is really awesome. So I'm just highlighting that, adding my highlight mustache, and then we can move on. I always recommend that if you're going to contour your nose, that you make sure that you just strategically add the highlight down the center and on your little button nose. It just really complements and just makes everything tie together, because if it's like just a contour on the nose, it kind of looks a little weird, just my opinion. Now I'm taking my damp beauty sponge and the technique that I always do, that I actually got from Nicole Guerrero, where she just kind of goes over her highlight and everything just to make sure everything looks seamless and it's not just shiny powder on your face, it just melts into the skin. And now I'm taking the I Love Seti and ColourPop collection. I'm pretty sure this is Curvy Gloss or the 951 Satin Lip, I don't remember, I think it's the Curvy Gloss. And then I'm doing the Maybelline High Shine lip gloss on top. sorry, I pulled a blank there. And I really like how that looked, super glossy. And then after you got your lip on, your look is complete, and then you can be extra with the slow-mo camera. So yeah, that completes this look, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I love you.